Hello everyone, Jeb from Jeb's Project. Now let's see what we have on the bench today. On the bench today we have an IC-746Pro, supposedly no power output. The gentleman that brought it over to be looked at said that he'd replaced the finals in it, both on the HF and the VHF boards. So we'll have to take some readings and see what we've got. I'll be back when I get set up. Okay, let's take some readings here. Check the collector on each one of these, see if we got our 14 bolts. Let me get my hand out of the way. 13.7. 13.7. Check the VHF ones. 13.7. 13.7. Okay. Let's check the base. We'll hit the power. 0.6 volts. 0.67 volts to the base. Now this is in upper sideband. 0.67. Okay, let's see. Check, see if we have any voltage on ground. And nothing. Okay, good. Okay, let's check this one up here. And nothing. Okay, good. Alright, now let's switch my dummy load over to the VHF side. And then we'll go up to 2 meters and check the voltages on the base. The voltage is a bit low, but we'll go up to 220 and switch over to sideband. Right now we're on 146530. Okay, take a look at, we're up on upper sideband and 0.7 volts. Take a look at this one. 0.73 volts. Okay, so either so far, let me look at the schematic and see what we're exactly supposed to have. Now, that didn't do any good. We got our bias set. Just drawing, I have it on FM. Power turned down. Let me bring the RF power up just a little bit. RF power. Oh, RF power is full bore. Wow, let's bring it down. And we've got no power out, no extra gain, or no extra amperage. So we have got a different problem. Let's switch over to AM. No different. That's on 14.1, no change in amperage. Across the ammeter. That's set for 10 amps. So she's not drawing. I seem to have a drive issue. Well, okay, we'll have to go chasing. Now, I'm 146 ready. It's telling me to adjust C202 for maximum, but we don't have any no transmit power on the meter up there. But we go into transmit, we have minus 50 dB on the spectrum analyzer, so we are putting out a little bit. So I'm gonna have to go chasing, but let's check the HF side. Be right back. Okay, now we're at 14.1. Let's change the frequency here. 14.1 megahertz. Okay, and we're on ready. So let's give this a whirl. And we have about minus 55, between 50 and 55. So we do have some sort of output, but just nowhere near what it needs to be. We have good bias voltage, good bias on the amperage. So that would indicate the transistors are drawing properly. Okay, let's dig a little deeper. Be back. Okay, let's check our voltages on our driver and our pre-driver. According to schematic, we're supposed to have 13.8 on the, or 13.5, or my 13 volts on the collector, both in transmit and receive. We do. Okay, the same on the driver. We're supposed to have transmit and receive on both. We do. Okay. We're supposed to have 0.7 volts. We've got 0.8. Okay. We're still good there. The other one, I forget what the voltage is supposed to be. 2.4. Transmit and receive. But let's take a look again here. What the schematic says the voltages are supposed to be. Okay, according to the schematic, we're coming through from our RF board, across down to Q1, which is our pre-driver. And according to that, we're supposed to have 13.8 at the source. The gate, it doesn't give me a voltage. But the drain, we're supposed to have 0.35 volts at the drain. We definitely don't have that. And then down here is the driver. According to that, we're supposed to have 0.7 volts at the emitter. And, probably 13 volts on the, collector. But let's take a look and see what we got. We'll go from there. Okay, since we have our voltages that required, let's back up here a little bit. Let's see if we have drive to that. Okay, we'll follow that up. That heads over to from J1, which is on the other side of the board here, on the PA unit, goes over to J151. And on J151, which is on the RF board, comes in down here and goes down to this chip. Well, J151 is this one back here. So let's check to see if we have drive there. Okay, this is your cable 151 coming from the RF, or your the RF board over to the PA board. Right there's the socket. Let's check that, see if we have any drive out of that. We'll go into here, and we're on 14.1, and already we'll hit and we've got nothing out on that at all. Still got no output. So let's just get set up. We'll check that driver chip and see if we're getting anything into it or anything out of it. Okay, let's see here. We're back here in this corner. This little chip right down here is the chip we're after. It's that one right there, the J51 from the finals board. This is the RF board that goes over to the finals board. From down goes into that chip. That chip is what we're looking for right now, and that's right down in there. Here's the socket that goes over to the final board. That's the cable for it. But that's the one we're working on, one we're checking out. Okay, that chip is a UPC 1678G, which is a driver chip for high frequency. So let's see if we've got any inputs, outputs, and if our voltage is there. Okay, let's go to pin 1 on the chip. Right down here. It's so small I've got to use my magnifying glass. Okay, keep an eye on the scope, and we'll go into transmit mode. You'll see that I've got out, or got signal. And we're at 14.1991, which is what we're on. Okay, let's turn off, get out of transmit. Let's go to pin 5. Let's go to pin 5, that's the output. And we've got nothing. So, and we've got our 5 volts on the, okay, let's pick this up. Get my fingers out of the way. Down here, we're supposed to have on pin 8, just under 5 volts. We do have about 4.7 volts to the chip. Output on pin 5 isn't doing anything. Input to pin 1 is. So I would say that's probably our problem. So let me get a chip ordered. Alright, let's see if we can get that chip out of there. First we'll add a little solder paste. See if we can't a little flux. Okay, we'll take our angled tweezers here down on the chip without trying to get a hold of anything else. And see, hopefully the air gun's not getting in the way. And there we go. It's out. We'll have to clean up the pads and clean up the area around it and get ready to drop the new chip in. Now, I'm about ready to put that chip back in. We need to add a little bit of solder, and let's try this new liquid solder. I don't want a lot, but need just enough to coat those pads. Gotta be a better way. Okay. Flip it over. Hold of it. See if we can get that solder to mount right. Hopefully it'll pull the chip in correctly. Well, let's find out. Let's take a look a little closer here. Let's do there. No, it doesn't look like I got that last one mounted right. Okay. He's in. Not looking too bad either. Good deal. Okay, now that it's all cooled down, let's get set up to do some voltage checking and see if we have signal there. First thing we'll do is plug this one back in. Okay, there we go. We'll get it back under where it belongs. And then we'll take this 50 ohm dummy load, plug it in where the PA wire is supposed to go. There we go. We'll get this one out of the way. So we get no signal going to the PA board. And here, let's just take the plastic bag, put over it, and drop it down on the side here. Okay, now that we got the chip in, let's hook a probe to my dummy load that I got plugged in. And let's see if we got output signal. And voila, we have output signal. Well, that should give us transmit. Now, let me hook the things up, turn it over, and let's see if we have our signal back. Okay, now that we got drive on the driver chip and drive going into the PA board, let's do the idling current and the driver and final bias. It tells me to take and go to 14.1 megahertz upper side band, like counterclockwise, and RF power clockwise. Tuner off, and preset R11, 18, and 204 to maximum counterclockwise. Okay, we need 11. You turn that all the way counterclockwise, and 18, which is this here, turn it all the way counterclockwise, and 204, that one there, completely counterclockwise. Then to tune the C202 PA unit to 90 degrees. C202 to 90 degrees. I think that's 90 degrees. Problem is, I'm not sure which way it is. That's actually 180 degrees. Okay. There's 90 degrees. Should be 90 degrees if you count this as the top. Okay. Connect the ammeter to the PA section and add 2.5 amps with now idling current driver. Okay, so we got to turn her on. R11 and add 2.5 amps. Okay, according to that, that would be 4.5 amps. Sorry. Oh, I need 4.8. Okay, I would say that's good enough. Okay, 4.8. Okay, then we tune R18 to add 300 milliamps. Okay, so 4.8 plus 3 is 5.1. So we'll bring it up to 5.1. Bring it up slowly. Okay, and then under up at the 144 band, take that and add 1 more amp. There, we're on 144. In upper side band transmitting, add 1 amp. Okay, so it should be 5.1. Oh no. We need to add, so 5.7. Keep going around. Come on. 5.8, 5.9, 5.5. She's right at the touchy. 5.7. Bring it back down a little. Okay. 5.7. Whatever you do, when you adjust these spots here, be very careful. You take them in order and take your time. Because if you bring them up too fast, you're liable to blow the tops right out of these transistors. And they are not cheap ones. So you take your time and bring them up slowly. Okay, now that we got her back together in the bias set, let's see what we got here. Okay, there's lower side band on 80 meter. And 1, 2, 3, 3 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 3 to 1. Low. Transmitting into a dummy load. And according to that, it peaked out at 85.7. Looks like it's more than that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3 to 1. Yeah, so it's to be full. Okay, let's, I wanted AM. Okay, about 40 watts. Yep, about 40 watts. And, peaking out at about 60. Well, that's not doing too bad. Okay, and ready. 100 watts with ready. I don't know if we'll have to. All right, let's go to 2 meter. And FM, 100 watts. My frequency counter, or not frequency counter, but my power meter won't read it on 2 meter. Okay, so let's go to AM. Just about 50 watts. Sideband, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 0 to 1. Full 100 watts. So I would say that's doing pretty good. Okay, let's check it on the air. It's 14511. 4511 is a local Bristol Mountain repeater. And we want okay. And tone. Oh, might help if I was on FM. Our tone was already set to 110.9. And we want tone, okay. Okay, let's go back to 80 meter. And we want lower sideband. And let's switch back over to the main antenna.
I'll tell you one thing, we found the Model 95 Winchester over there, rubber gun, in 405, Eddie's favorite hunting gun. It got over there, but boy, there wasn't a lot left of it, and boy, was it rough. Hey, Jim.
Yeah, hi Pat, how are you this evening?
Oh, okay.
Wow, that took longer than it needed to tune up the antenna. Oh, I had to run the tuner on the antenna. Sorry, I didn't catch what you said. Repeat it, please. Now I'll be coming down to look around. It's a wife's birthday weekend, so we're going camping, but we are going to stop by and take a look, see what's there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and catch you in the next one.